there's anything that I would say is my superpower when it comes to productivity and making sure that I am scheduling myself out perfectly, it's a zero inbox policy. This video is for you if you're finding yourself coming into work every single day and consistently being overwhelmed by your inbox. I get it. If there's 100 emails in my inbox, I feel like I literally cannot breathe. And up until I learned this one trick to manage my inbox quickly and easily, that's how I was feeling every single day. So if you're in this position, I'm going to tell you how to fix it in 10 minutes. Hi, my name is Shirley and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This YouTube channel, I am teaching you skills and actionable steps that you can take this exact same week in order to increase your productivity, chase your dream life, and stop doing the things you don't want to do so you can actually focus on the things you do want to do. What I'm going to show you guys is steps from a book, Getting Things Done. There are different books that I've been combining and then fixing up over the years so I can get to the system that I have today that has worked for me for a variety of years. And with this system, what I'm able to find is that I am less overwhelmed. I can do things quickly. I can handle my emails in the morning before 10 a.m. Even when I'm back from vacation, my emails are not overwhelming. Typically, I do my emails through Outlook, and I have found Outlook to be honestly one of the most effective platforms. I used to love Gmail, but I actually think I like Outlook better, and the reason is because I can have a unified inbox. This, for me, I have a unified inbox for my personal emails, for my influencer emails, and for my work emails. And so that way everything comes in a unified format. That way I know what's going on across all of my inboxes. I don't really have a catch-all inbox full of 1,000 spam emails because I am consistently on top of every single inbox. It doesn't matter where you email me, I will receive it. The concept of Inbox Zero is a way for us to categorize our emails effectively in the morning so you can actually get to them every single day without feeling overwhelmed. And the first thing that you're going to do when you open up your inbox and set it up is you're going to create 3 folders. And for me, those are the same 3 folders I have across the board, but number 1 is going to be to delegate. Your delegated folder is things that you have delegated to someone else that you're going to have to follow up with that person to get things done. If you are delegating to a partner, a coworker, another department, but you don't want to just eliminate it from your mind, that's where the delegated folder comes out to. The second folder is to follow up on. So to follow up on means these are things that you're going to need to follow up on for whatever reason. So you sent something to a client, but you know that that is not a client that's going to typically come back with changes right away. You're going to have to follow up with them. You're going to put it in the to follow up on email. And then the third inbox is open actions. Open actions are all of the emails that have something that you need to do with them. So everything in that inbox is going to be open actions. The number 1 reason or complaint I get about the software is like, well, I have all of my clients categorized in different folders, and so I want them all to... Is it working for you today? Most of the time when people do that and have too many folders, they're spending so much time categorizing their inbox that they're not actually getting to their inbox. And so what I tend to say about that is leave those folders as it is, but stop using them moving forward and kind of give yourself a clean break in order to be able to effectively clean up your inbox. Once you start in the morning with your emails, what you're going to do is you're going to start categorizing your inbox. You're going to go through all of your emails one at a time. Anything that is to follow up on, you're going to put it in there. Anything that is delegated, you're going to put it in there. And anything that has open actions, what you're going to do is you're actually going to respond to that email, right? Because we have a 1 minute or less rule. And you're going to say, hi, Mr. and Mrs. Client, this email has been received and I will get it done on X date. And immediately once you do that, you're actually going to schedule it in your emails. And you can do this by clicking on that email and creating a meeting from your inbox. So you can create a meeting from that email. So that way, when you go to actually do the work, you don't have to Google or you don't have to look through your emails in order to find where that action came from. You have it already scheduled into your meeting. With anything concerning newsletters, you can actually put those into to follow up. I tend to do that, meaning I need to follow up when reading them, or I'm going to read them right here and right now and then archive it. If I archive it, that's where it's going to go. If I need something and I extract something from it, so it's a content idea, something like that, I'm actually going to put it into my second brain, which we'll talk about later in time. It's going to automatically be filed away in a notepad somewhere that is going to tell me this is something that's really interesting for a content idea later on for you guys. Anything that has open actions, again, you're going to schedule. What's really, really nice with it is that because it's scheduled in your actual calendar, people will not book on top of it, most likely in most places. And so you'll actually be able to get it done in a way that gives you enough time to get that open action done and send that deliverable to the client so that they're not upset and not getting to that deliverable. Anything that is delegated, what you're going to do is you're actually going to follow up on a daily basis. So that way you're checking up on that person, or you're going to schedule the day that you delegated it for. So for example, if you're saying to somebody, hey, can you get this to me by Friday at 5 p.m., you're going to schedule yourself a meeting for 2 p.m. that day to check in on that item and see if we're still on track for delivery on Friday at 5 p.m. before closing out of that email. When it comes to follow up on emails, that's something else that you're going to check in every single day until you get it. Followed up is something that you're going to continue harassing that human, and you're going to be able to do that every single morning before you start your day, so that way it's the first thing that they see when they get to their emails in their inbox in the morning. The way that your morning is going to look now is you're going to come in, you're going to archive your emails, then you're going to follow up on anything that needs to be followed up, you're going to follow up on anything that you delegated, and then you're going to just get right into your workload with your calendar. So you're just going to follow whatever's on your calendar for that day. Those are the things that you're going to get done, and those are the things that you're going to follow up on. This is going to ensure a couple of things. It's going to ensure that you are always on top of everything that's coming into your inbox, but it's also going to ensure that you are getting to the things that you need to get to and getting those things out for those people, so that way they receive it on time. So what it's going to do for you is it's going to lead to less overwhelm, and it's going to lead to you actually getting that feeling of accomplishment that you need at the end of the day, that dopamine hit because you're actually getting the stuff done. But also everybody around you is going to look at you as a person that is on top of their crap, right? Like, this is a person that's consistently on top of everything that they're doing. You're just going to find that it's going to lead to a lot more credibility with you and your team. Typically what happens is also you will find some emails that you're like, I don't know if this is important. What is nice about the archive feature within Outlook is you can always search for it. Same thing with Google. You can always search for it. So if it does become important later on, you can search for it and find it. And that way it's not going into this big pile of red inboxes. It's just going into a place that is going to archive it. You're going to always have it. You're going to always be able to get back to it. What happens after you do something and then you send out that update, you can archive that email as well. So every single email at the end of the day gets archived, so that way you can always refer back to it if you need to refer back to it at a later point in time. Typically when I'm in open actions, which is where I spend most of my day, what's going to happen is I'm going to do two things. I'm going to flag those emails that are going to take me 5 minutes or less to respond, meaning I don't need to say received, you'll get it by X date, because I'm going to be able to find it quickly. And then I'm going to pin the emails that I need to refer back to. So anything that I need to refer back to, I'm going to pin. Anything that I can do with 5 minutes or less throughout the day, I'm going to flag. And that way, throughout the day, when I do have a 5-minute downtime, I'm going to use the McDonald's method, McDonald's technique that we talked about earlier. And we are going to be able to use that in order to get those 5-minute or less items done and clear those out as quickly as possible. My rule of thumb is I respond to all emails within 24 hours, so I also let the client know that. The last thing that I always do is I don't really check my emails throughout the day in that capacity, meaning I don't check new emails. I'm just checking for things that I can get done quickly throughout the day. But my rule of thumb is I check my emails from 8:30 to 9, from 12 to 12:30, and then from 4:30 to 5. And that's when I will respond to emails, deliver the things that I did throughout the day, archive new emails, categorize new emails. I am not consistently checking emails, and that's so that I can actually get the work done, to get the work out, because you can communicate all you want, but if you're not actually delivering work, it doesn't matter. Try this out this week. I promise you're going to save hours a day in your inbox, and you're just going to have a much easier time managing your inbox. You got this. And if you like anything in this video, or if you thought it was helpful, please don't forget to subscribe below, like this video, comment your questions. I'd love to hear more, and turn on your notifications so I can get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, which is the goal. Thank you guys, and see you next Thursday. Bye.